Kujo and Nero run in fear, chased by a horde of creatures. Nero warns that they're getting closer, while Kujo realizes they will soon be surrounded if this continues. Suddenly, an end human appears with a grotesque form and a gaping mouth, charging at them savagely. Kujo can only stare in horror at the terrifying sight. The battle grows more chaotic as one of the end humans leaps ferociously, startling both Kujo and Nero. Kujo realizes that Tetsuhachi is once again fighting against them, despite the overwhelming danger. Kujo is shocked when Nero mentions again, questioning what she means. Nero explains that as one progresses into an end human, there are times when they may lose the ability to think clearly and make rational decisions. A fierce battle erupts between Tetsuhachi and the end humans, their bodies clashing violently. Nero realizes the immense risk of the situation. She cannot throw her weapon because Gramps is too close to the monsters. Kujo, watching from nearby, begins to grasp the danger of what's unfolding, his mind fixated on the words Nero spoke. End human. The battle turns even more brutal. Tetsuhachi is swarmed by several end humans, their grotesque grips tightening around his body with terrifying ferocity. One opens its mouth wide, ready to bite him mercilessly. With fierce determination in his eyes, Tetsuhachi braces himself against the deadly assault as blood and tension fill the air. The battle grows more savage. Tetsuhachi is mauled by several end humans, their fangs and claws tearing into his body viciously. Blood sprays everywhere, painting the scene with brutality. Despite being overwhelmed, Tetsuhachi's eyes still burn with anger and determination, refusing to yield to the monsters so easily. Despite his battered body, Tetsuhachi rises again, his eyes blazing with fierce determination. One of the end humans freezes in shock, sensing the danger in his sudden aura. With every ounce of strength left in him, Tetsuhachi unleashes a devastating punch, his face twisted with both rage and the will to survive. Tetsuhachi's fist lands with brutal force on an end human, smashing its face and leaving it drenched in blood. The shadowy silhouette of the fight looms large, with the monster staggering back across the ground. Though battered and bloodied, Tetsuhachi remains standing tall, his expression fierce, proving that his willpower still burns even as his body begins to falter. With rage and sheer force, Tetsuhachi pummels the end human relentlessly, drenching the battlefield in blood. His figure, drenched in shadow and gore, looks almost monstrous, yet his determination to keep fighting remains unshaken. From a distance, Nero exhales softly, relieved that Tetsuhachi can still hold his ground. Meanwhile, Kujo stares in disbelief, wide-eyed and stunned by the sheer brutality of Tetsuhachi's power. Kujo finally realizes the horrifying truth. The monsters they've been fighting are actually end humans, the final stage of those who've lost themselves. With a pale expression, he looks at Nero, piecing the facts together. If Tetsuhachi is on the verge of becoming one, then his fate is inevitable. Nero, calm yet sorrowful, confirms it. The grotesque monsters they face are the ultimate result of that transformation. Nero gazes calmly at the aftermath of the battle, while the bodies of the end humans lie grotesquely on the ground. Kujo stands frozen, his eyes wide as he witnesses the horrifying truth before him. The realization slowly creeps into his mind. Those monsters were once human. In the suffocating silence, Kujo trembles, realizing that the world they are trapped in holds a fate far darker than he ever imagined. Nero stares intently at Kujo, as if revealing an undeniable truth. Around them, human bodies slowly twisting into monsters writhe in torment. Faces once filled with fear gradually distort, their expressions fading until nothing remains but emptiness. Kujo gasps, his chest tightening as he witnesses the horrifying transformation. Kujo is stunned by Nero's explanation. Cold sweat drips down his face, fear and despair mixing within him. With a calm expression, Nero reveals the bitter truth. Every human in this world is destined to face the same fate, slowly losing themselves and becoming an end human. Kujo lowers his gaze, his body trembling, unable to accept that their time is running out. Nero looks at him without hesitation, affirming that it is only a matter of months before that downfall arrives. Nero looks at Tetsuhachi, who is gradually losing control, and explains that even though the old man managed to last for a long time, his time will eventually come. Kujo is shocked, struggling to believe that every human in this world has an unavoidable time limit. Nero calmly reveals that the reason Tetsuhachi endured longer was because he truly enjoyed living in this world, but now his end is near. Kujo confronts the bitter truth. If he doesn't find a way to survive soon, he too will end up like Tetsuhachi, turning into one of the end humans. Wounded and panting heavily, Tetsuhachi still stands, but his time is clearly running out. His wild gaze and increasingly twisted face signal that his collapse is inevitable. Kujo is gripped by both fear and determination. If he fails, not only will he perish, but you, his daughter, will be lost as well. Tetsuhachi, now nearly fully transformed into an end human, appears to have completely lost control. His blood-covered body and wild eyes show that his primal instincts have taken over as he pins down another corpse of an end human. Kujo, in shock and fear, can only shout in disbelief, demanding to know what Tetsuhachi is doing. This moment highlights that Tetsuhachi's time is nearly up. His transformation has become unstoppable.